Hello, welcome to Is It a Dragon, the show where we debate, discuss, and deliberate which creatures are up to our rigorous draconic standards and which flapping friends fall a bit short. This week, we are taking a step on the softer side of dragons and examining those bouncy pear-shaped pals. As always, I have my co-host Kobolds helping me, so let's go ahead and introduce them. Let's bring out the ketchup kobold Raymut. Ray? Not again.
I'm not Ray, but I need to inform you that unfortunately, with the union agreement, section 12, paragraph 3, subsection 2, when calling kobolds out for talk shows and game shows, you need to order them in order of height. So,
okay, I don't know who's tallest. Ray, Gola, get out of here. Let's do a lineup. I need to see which of you kobolds are the tallest, I guess. I think Ray's tallest, Ollie's middle, and then Gola looks like the shortest.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So let's try this again. I'm joined by the ketchup kobold Raymut.
Hello.
Hello, Ray. And then I also have the desert dwelling Ollie. And then the forever frosty Gola. There we go.
Yep.
Good kobolds. All right. Well, we're gonna have a show tonight. I hope you guys are ready. But before we get started, Ollie, I need help getting into character. Can you help me out?
Oh, of course.
Oh, yes. Perfect. Fine. Whoop. Sorry, my hand's having a little issue today, so... There we go. So...
There we go.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I think I'm much more pear-shaped for this. All right. So, now I'm going to introduce our panelists. We have 4 today. So, somebody call the Rescue Rangers. We have an escape alien, the fine flip-black-sheen fellow, DTZ.
Hello.
Hello. Go ahead and take a seat. Thank you for joining. Our next panelist is you better hide the pepper and the pollen. It's a cartoon wolf with aggressive allergies. It's Ari Wolf.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you, Ari. Welcome.
Hello. Welcome. Glad to be here. How's everyone doing tonight?
We're doing great. Go and take a seat. There's no...
Come on, join me on the couch, Ari.
Our next panelist
Best you can.
is a professional purveyor of pear-shaped pals, the Roo with a dragon complex. We have Jargiroo as Fabersham.
Hello, good evening. Hi, it's good to be here.
Thank you for coming. Good to have you. Go ahead and take a seat. And then last but certainly not least, it's my code and color, the fellow mage, and give her the best dragon hugs. It's Samson. Hello. Thank you for coming. Now, this is our crew for tonight. We also will have some audience interaction, but let's go ahead and get the game started. So, I'll bring down the TV. And as you can see, we have our lovely Toony Dergs. Not everyone in the background is going to get covered, but we'll go through them all. And so, our first one... I need to see where I am in my room so I can access my screens. So, our first round is going to be a Wormling warm-up. It's just some quick questions, some Dergs. We'll get some feedback back and forth. And then we'll go on to our next segment. So, the very first one... And you're free to ask questions because I watched all this stuff and got a lot of information about these. So our first ones is Smirgle and Gorbash. I hate spelling the first one, but they're from the movie Flight of Dragons. And there's a few interesting quirks about them. They don't fly like normal dragons. They like eat rocks and then they swell up ballooning. So they don't have normal dragon flight. They are definitely pear and toony shape.
That
Yeah,
one looks like
I
me.
think those are those are related to Ray and Ollie, aren't they?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
They have
Poor
wings.
Bashes,
They
my
have
cousins
wings.
on my.
No,
on my
no,
brother's
they're
side.
not. No,
Dragon?
Yeah.
you're
I'm
not a
not-
red dragon. You're a kobold. So let's
Yeah,
see.
you don't know.
Yeah, it's a dragon.
All right, let's start with Ari. Would you consider these two dragons?
Oh, I honestly agree, and especially, I mean, one of the things I like about them is just the way they blow up like that. And hey, if they ever need somebody to help them out, I'm your guy.
Of course. I should not have started with you. DTZ, what was your opinion? Are these guys dragons?
100% without a doubt, yes.
Oh, I
And
feel like I
having
haven't.
having seen this movie, it's a very strange and odd movie, but it's a very endearing movie.
It is.
And I have to say, it's a very, very fun movie, and
It's
the dragons
fun.
in this are very, very fun.
Well, I said I do have a little bit of contention with their point. They're flying. It's a speculative fantasy, so it's okay in that regard. And then Sam, what's your take on these would-be dragons?
I would say so. Yeah. I mean, the shape is not only all there, but like, well, there's just also the fact that, well, I think that the way they fly in this movie might have contributed to far too many dragons I know really being, into that sort of thing.
Yes, we do have quite a camaraderie of blown-up dragons in our friend groups. And Draghi, what's your opinion?
Well, I definitely do think that they are dragons, without a doubt. And I do not recall if I ever seen the film, but I do remember back in the golden days of YouTube that they were on my recommendation page for a specific reason. Let's just put it that way.
Very fair. All right.
Mhm.
So we're going to move on to the next one. So we definitely concluded they are dragons. And our next one is the Reluctant Dragon. Now, one thing I want to know is I never got a name of this dragon from the movie. They don't have one. As far as I could tell.
They never gave one.
Yeah.
That dragon doesn't
Yeah.
have a name.
And I feel that
Never referred to by a specific name.
I feel that dragons are very much a strong our identity, and most dragons have the name. Like, there's always that magic idea of the power of the name.
That one kind of looks like Gola.
I mean, dragons and kobolds are separate things. We've been over this. That's what the Dragon League says. I know you guys get your screen time, but they're separate.
I disagree. I'm gonna have
Alright.
to check the bylaws.
Yeah, I need a printout of those. Jargi, let's start with you. The Reluctant Dragon. So, I want to point out some things. So, there's some things we were talking about. One, no wings. You know me, I'm a big believer of wings. And two, the feet are not dragon. They're more dinosaur. They're like stump or like elephant. They don't have claw. They just have a foot. So, what's your opinion?
Well, as much as the title says, obviously the Reluctant Dragon,
Mm-hmm.
I still would call this one a dragon because I don't know. It's got the physique obviously, and also the whole belly with the plates and also the spikes. And in my opinion, I think this is just a phase in like the early days of Disney, just trying to take artistic liberties on how they design characters.
That's fair. Sam,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts on the Reluctant Dragon?
I'm pretty much right there with my hun. It's like because like not only was this like an early example of Disney taking artistic liberties, like as far as we know, Reluctant, as I'm just been taken to calling him, is technically the OG Toony Derg.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it's just like I personally have a fondness for this character just because of just how much of a fun like deconstruction he is of the typical dragon tropes,
Yeah.
like even the cartoon just keeps asserting that no, dragons are supposed to be vicious, ferocious, and
Mm-hmm.
pillaging villages, kidnapping damsels, and all stuff. But this dragon genuinely doesn't want to do any of that. He just wants to bake cakes, write poetry, and just frolic around.
Very true.
He's just too huggable. But tangent aside, I would say yes, he is a dragon.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
DDD, what'd you
I
got?
would say it is pushing what it would be considered a dragon, but for all intended purposes, it is a dragon. And to one point that you made earlier, I mean, if you look at that one screenshot that you have in the upper left corner, it
Mhm.
does kind of have some toe claws in it, somewhat, right on its foot. But the foot shape design is
Yeah.
very more dinosaurish. But
Yeah.
it does have the toe claw design that most dragons would have, as far as like a toon designed dragon. So yeah, I mean, for more or less, for me, it is a dragon, but it's very much on the edge of like between like
Yeah.
a serpentine lizard and like a dragon.
It's on the edge, yeah. Okay, I can at least agree it's an edge category one. And
Kind of
Ari,
reminds me of Sammy's feet.
I just want to get this out of the way. I really love those. I can't tell if those are ears or what is that, like
I
antennas?
think they're
on the top of the head?
ears. I think they're ears.
I
Just,
think they're meant to
It's
be
like,
ears.
it's really a design choice for sure.
yeah.
It's hard to say for me because it's like it looks like a dragon, and I think Dragon's has a point. So it's like a deconstruction of what like Disney's years about trying to try something experimental with the dragon. But just I love how cute it looks, like it's sharing a picnic with everyone. That is just really heartwarming.
Yes, it is.
It's just one of the
Mhm.
sweetest images.
I will agree that
It's like
it's a good
I was gonna say, like,
deconstruction.
it kind of looks. I'm kind of leaning on like it almost looks dinosaur-like in a way. There's something about it. Just it's like in the
Mhm.
middle ground. Like the other guys elaborated better, but it's like, yeah, I can see it as a dragon.
All right. So, and we'll go on to our next one. We have one last one in our Wormly warm up. And this one was, I forgot to say it, but the
Oh,
previous one, I forgot to mention
lovely
who submitted them, because these were all submitted by folks in our Discord. So the first one was I did, and then the second one, Reluctant Dragon, was submitted by Sparks, and the last one was the Mulp Gulper was submitted by Ellie Geckos. So for future people watching the episode, if you want to submit things, put it in the Discord. That's where I get all the work. It saves me a lot of work. So this one is the Mulp Gulper from the show's called Rupert. It's a TV series. So one thing that he definitely has the size of a dragon. So just in the pictures and the comparisons, you see he is enormous compared to the regular characters in the show. So they have the size of the dragon down, I will admit. But there is a second part I want to show you. So while they look like a dragon here, they're also a bit of a baby, because the instant they take one like HP of damage, they start crying and start complaining, and then they run away. So I want to put that out there before you guys make your verdicts.
I don't know about you. I've seen a lot of dragons. They get, the thorn stuck between their toes, and then they ask the kobolds, "Oh, can you get that thorn out? It hurts so bad, and I can't walk, and I'm just gonna lay here on my."
All right,
for
back
it."
to the cave.
Ah!
Okay, DTD, why don't we start with you? Do you think the Mulp Gulper is a dragon?
I just want to say it looks very much like somebody we definitely know in the audience member.
Which one? There's too many. There's too many pairs.
I wonder who.
Hmm.
I wonder who. But beyond that, I would definitely say, for me, it's gonna be a no, because it looks more like an alligator than it does like a dragon.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it does have the the markups of a dragon. Like, it's got the spikes, it's got the horns, it's got the feet, but it's more gator shaped, if anything.
Okay. Samson, what about you?
Well, part of me like really wants to say dragon, just because like he does have that very strong like dragon-y like sort of physique. And regarding the crying like a little baby over getting 1 HP of damage bit, like I mentioned about the reluctant dragon, it's like dragons don't necessarily have to be badasses.
Right.
You know, they can be
True,
total.
true.
They can put on a front of being a badass, but actually be a total softy. So it's like, so I'm not necessarily counting that against him, but I think again, as much as I want to call it a dragon, I can kind of agree with Deeds. It does deviate from the dragony figure
All right.
pretty significantly in a number of other areas. Like the neck is very thick, does look a lot more gator-ish. Either way, he's cute. Hashtag Mulp Gulper did nothing wrong.
He's eating loads of people. He's literally named after the race breed. The Heat. All right, Druggy. Dragon or not?
Those Mulps had
Yes.
it coming.
Oh my god. No.
Okay, well, first of all, I wanted to say that I am a sucker for the trope of characters being so large and intimidating, and yet too much of a wimp to defend themselves. That's kind of what inspired most of my dragon characters. Fun fact. But as far as calling it a dragon, I'm honestly very much on the fence. But if I have to choose a solid answer, I would probably going to say no, because going off of what everyone else is saying, like proportion wise, yes, people would call it a dragon, but I say it resembles more of like a dinosaur kind of creature, maybe even an alligator.
Mhm.
If alligators can be that large, kind of wishing that they could be, that would be cool.
I mean,
But
didn't they?
yeah,
They're dinosaurs. Didn't they used to be huge, like all animals back in the whatever periods? I don't know my dinosaur Cretaceous. I don't know what area they lived in.
mm.
I'm not familiar on dinosaur history. That's not one of my specialties. Ari, I don't think we've heard from you on the Mulp Gulper, so
I do remember this episode very fondly because it started with pro wrestling, which is definitely my forte. That was probably the best. I was like, that Mulp Gulper could have won if he had me as his tag team partner. I'll just say that much. I do like his soul patch too. He's rocking the soul patch there, and like, yeah, I have to say, like, yeah, third time in a row, I'm probably gonna be in agreement. It feels like a dragon. It's a softie for sure, but I think of crocodile characters like crocodiles, gators, like the feet look pretty large too, and just I don't know, it's kind of leaning more on just the lizard-like aspect of it more than a dragon. Definitely a softie though. I do like him.
yeah, definitely a softie. All right. So now we're going to move on to our next segment. Toasty Takes. So what it is our kobolds should have grabbed some of the not panelists, the guests, and we'll be hearing from our audience actually. Will give us a toasty take. The goal of the take is to have 3 panelists agree and 2 disagree. And it's supposed to be slightly controversial, and if it's just flat out like all dragons are supposed to be big, and then that's just a boring take. That's bread. And then on the other end, if you say something that's so completely outlandish, that's gonna be a burnt take. So, do we have any audience members ready to go with the take? Let's go with Ichigo first, and then we'll do Ellie next. Okay.
Yep. Over here.
So, what is your toast? What's your take, Ichigo?
All right. Well, I think this one, that dragons cannot be mammals.
Okay.
They cannot have mammalian characteristics.
So, is there some mammalian characteristics allowed? Like, we have seen a lot of dragons that have hair on them, and that's technically mammalian. So, would you consider that part of that?
For the sake of debate, let's say, yeah, that cannot be part of it.
Okay, so no hair and no mammalian features. Ari, do you agree or disagree on that one? That dragons shouldn't have any mammalian features?
I agree. I actually
Okay.
agree with that one.
That's one yes. TDZ, what about you?
gonna play this with a little bit of a devil's advocate. I will say no, because I'm gonna point out one important thing:
Mm-hmm.
the ability to like make roaring noises that dragons are so commonly associated in media. This is a thing. This is a thing. That's only something mammals can do. So like the things that tigers and like lions
Ah,
and bears do with their
Interesting.
own lizards, reptiles, and amphibians, they can't do that. They don't. Their biology does not allow them to make that kind of like patterns in their like biology. So they
Hmm.
can't do that roaring. So that's just something that species cannot do.
I
so,
mean, yeah, but they're magic,
Listen,
and then
every-
and they can breathe, magic. So
that's the thing.
That's what my
That's the
nose
thing. I
doctor.
mean, listen, that's the thing. So, for me, like, I feel like dragons can have some mammalian features if it makes sense, in my opinion.
Okay, all right. So so we have a yes, a no. I'm also gonna agree. Yes, I'm very much on my dragon characters. I don't like hair on them. I don't like. Oh shoot, I cannot think of his name. But there's a dragon that. What is his name? Never-ending Story. I can't remember that character's name.
Oh, Falcor.
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 Falcor. I don't think Falcor's a dragon. There's too many things that's not dragony with me, and that's one of them. What about you, Sam?
I'm gonna have to also say no, and because, well, for one, I think hair looks good on dragons. Hashtag not biased. and well, as Deet said, dragons are magical creatures. So when you throw that into the mix, the rules as to what they can or can't have on them kind of get thrown out the window.
All right. And last but not least, Jargy, what's your take on this Toasty take?
Okay, well, on a scientific perspective, I would be inclined to say yes, but according to some nuances that I have personally, I would go with no, because I mean, case in point, this character with the hair, I would consider myself a dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and also trying to make the distinction of fantasy cartoon slash realistic. There are moments where you can be like, okay, well, they could have some a million features, but in terms of like demeanor, how they act, how they represent themselves, like it would be fair to say like, okay, they have the A, B, C, D, then yeah, it's still a dragon.
Okay.
Just with poofy hair.
So,
By the way, yeah, another example, Elliot from Peach Dragon.
yeah.
Really cute pink hair.
All right. So let's see that we got 2 panelists agreed out of 5. So you almost got it. You got almost toast. So you're the first one's 0, and then 1, then 2. So you're right there that third one. So you almost got toast, but pretty good take.
All right.
Excuse me, my medicine alarm is going off. So give me one moment. Ellie, you can go ahead and come up on stage while I somehow find my phone in this mess. All right.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
what is your take, Ellie?
Should dragons be allowed to wear clothes, specifically pants and underwear?
Huh. Okay. Do any panelists want to give their opinion first? I'm still thinking about this.
Well, you go first, Eats.
I would say yeah. I would say yeah. I think it just depends on the character in itself. I mean, obviously, if the character's a feral quadruped, then it wouldn't really make too much sense. But more or less, it would just depend on what kind of clothing that would mean. Like, if it's got like jewelry and stuff like that, like on its horns, and maybe. But if we're talking about like jeans and like a shirt on a feral quadruped, no. But if it's a, what's that, plantigrade drake of sorts, right? Kind of like how most people kind of have like their sonas, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, maybe like a shirt, jacket, like whatever is your fancy. It would make sense. I wouldn't be too opposed to that.
Okay.
Character design's important, basically.
So let me just your question. So are you saying that dragons should wear clothes there, Ellie, or not? Because you're trying to get the panels to agree with you.
Well, I definitely am for wearing it.
Okay.
I think it's a fun thing to play with.
All right. I don't mind one way or the either. Like I said, I agree with DZ on how it very much depends what the dragon's like. A quadruped doesn't need pants. It's like that whole meme about like, how would a dog wear pants? But yeah, I agree. Yeah, they can wear clothes. Who else? Any other
So-
different opinions or anyone? Yeah, go ahead, Zem.
So, much like Deeds, I think it really does depend entirely on like the design of the dragon itself. Like if like for example, we'll just start with just my favorite dragon type. The big pear-shaped Toony dragon. Shorts, yeah, cute. Undies, cute. Full like long pants like jeans, a little strange. But skinny, just full on anthro dragons like a lot of furry artists will draw. Yeah, they look weird without pants.
Fair, very fair.
But yeah, like full on feral dragons where they they're not even anthro or bipedal. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So like my answer is like maybe like instead of I know our answer is supposed to be like just a full on agree
Yeah.
or disagree, but I guess I'll have to lean towards agree purely because there are more situations where it would look good than where it wouldn't.
Fair.
Okay. Ooh,
And
I guess I'll
Jargy.
go next.
Okay, all right.
Or after, if Jargon wants to go, that's fine. Sorry.
Oh,
I didn't
I just saw Jargy nodding their head, so that's what I.
know.
Yeah, well,
Honestly-
that's
Oh, good.
kind of
My
a. It's okay. That's kind of sort of already a sign that I agree with Sam and Dietz. Like, clothes are just merely an extension of one's personality and self-expression, and considering whatever type of character that they make, yeah, like that could definitely help with letting the audience know what kind of character they are. And on the notion of if they should wear pants, definitely no if it comes to like more feral creatures. And I should also mention this brings me a time of I don't know if any of you recall the meme of the picture of if dogs were a
Yeah,
pant, would it look like
mentioned
this
that.
or
and-
like this.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm just imagining like it would look weird if like all four of their limbs would be part of
Yeah,
the
like-
garments
like-
if they were like on
Yeah,
all
like-
fours.
Yeah, like that's a debate in of itself.
Yeah. So yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, I would say, yeah, why not? Let
And-
them express however they want to express.
And then last but not least, Ari, are you pretty much
Us?
agreeing with everyone else?
Yeah, I was gonna say pretty much dragons wearing clothing should be allowed to happen because it helps distinguish personalities and tells them apart. I mean, I still remember this time Samson TF'd me into Dulcie. I still kept my rocking my jacket and baseball cap and all that. But yeah, it's just it makes them
Still
unique.
trying to
You know,
work
whether you're
on
wearing a
getting Zach
t-shirt or
reverted.
oh, what's that? Sorry.
Nothing. I was talking to myself.
Sure.
It might
Oh,
happen
you.
again. You never know. I'll turn into Dulce again. But
You
yeah,
never
just
know.
but yeah, I kind of like the idea of them rocking like just whether it's a shirt, a neckerchief, just something for the weather or just for the summer. It makes them kind of look cute and cool. Honestly, it helps tell them apart, personality wise. It's fun.
Okay. Well, Elliot, I think you completely broke my game. Everyone kind of like, yeah, they can, but also no. So I'm just going to round it up and say that you got a certified toasty because we all kind of had like a yes and no answer. So you got it right on the money, even though you broke my game. Thank you for that. What's up, Gola?
Hey, good job.
Kobolds would like to do one.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
Oh,
Why don't you all three come up here? So
back up on each other.
Did you bring your trench
Just
coat?
make yourselves in a
All
trench
right,
coat.
all right, all right.
Uh huh.
Dragons don't have to have wings.
I'm already. My opinion. I'm gonna go first. I disagree. No, so dragons either need to have wings or a way to fly. That's just my opinion. I think they're magical. I think flight is very important to a dragon because like you have all those flying scenes and how when you ride a dragon or they're up in the air for the first time. I think flying is very integral to dragons. I will let anyone else. Will open the floor to anyone else.
No,
What?
I will say mainly just because the dragon is not beholden by like if its ability can be determined by if it can fly or not fly. It's more determined based on the design of the dragon itself, because you do have stuff like drakes and worms. Like you do have like noodle dragons too, and they don't have like particularly. Yes, they do have magical abilities to fly, but then you also have other dragon designs too that are also still dragons, like we saw earlier, that don't fly, but they're still considered
Mushu.
dragons.
You see, okay, I was gonna bring this up, but I'm very much that Mushu is a dragon specifically in his universe. But when you compare it to a wider scope, he's not a dragon. Like he works in Mulan as a dragon, but in Mulan he's tiny. He does breathe fire, but he doesn't. Have wings. Where's the kobolds running off to?
But yeah,
Again, the trench coat ready.
Yeah.
I'm right on board. But I am right on board with Deets on that one. It's like, yeah, I mean, a dragon doesn't necessarily have to have wings to be a dragon. And well, and yeah, it's like, like I said, there are dragons that are not able to fly and they don't have dragons, yet they're still considered a dragon by the standards of their story, like Mushu and
Check your noise gate.
admittedly can't think of too many other ones, but I know they exist. I mean, all in fairness, do you ever see Ditz's dragon form fly
No.
without the aid of a spaceship?
Somehow I know I'm gonna get. Somehow I know I'm gonna get roasted tonight.
No. I'm not allowed to judge the panelists as dragonness. That's a very much a rule. We don't judge each other's dragonness.
Oh no! Go ahead, do it.
I'll judge your dragonness.
Yep, me
I'm
too.
waiting.
You're a dragon.
All right.
Dragon.
Droakir or Ari,
Dragon.
what are your thoughts on this take?
I mean,
Undecided.
I kind of prefer them with wings, if I'm going to be honest. Mostly because I'm just so used to that. Like, not that I don't mind, I mean, there's, like, I don't think Ord has wings, does he? I don't remember.
Or
what
does.
it's like.
Or does.
Dragon tail, yeah.
So
all
all
dragons and dragon tails, they all have wings. They're like feathery.
yes, they do have
yeah.
feather wings. Yes, they're like bird wings.
Yeah, I kind of like him with the wing. I guess I'm just so accustomed to it. So, yeah, I guess I'm leaning more on that camp myself.
So you would, and then finally, Druggy, what's your verdict?
Okay, well, yes, you got to take in consideration of like the region they're from and the subspecies of the dragons. Like what we mentioned, there's the wyverns, there's the East Asian kinds, and while some of the wingless ones, they sometimes do have like the means to fly, whether it's like magic or probably some man-made construction that allows them to have like air-like locomotion. But in the end, yeah, like not all dragons should have wings in order to be considered a dragon.
Okay,
Simple as that.
Fair
so
point.
I think we very much got another right in the middle. We have 3 agree and then 3 kind of and 2 disagree. So that's the kobolds gave a perfectly toasty take, even though I am vehemently against it.
So what I'm hearing is, if we get a flying machine, we're now dragons.
Whoa!
I'm sure I can figure out a
That's
Yeah.
Yeah. There's more components than that. Like I said, I think size is a big component of whether or not being a dragon, and
Okay.
Oh, so you're saying
enlarged
fairy
versus
dragons are
stuff.
not
Okay.
dragons? Gotcha.
Yeah, are you saying fairy dragons aren't dragons? I know
Aren't they
some fairy
Fae?
dragons that-
I don't think they're.
I'm
Okay,
pretty sure that.
what about
I don't
Mushu
remember.
and Figment?
That even I'm okay with. He's got wings he can fly. Mushu, he's a fancy lizard with fire breath. That's probably what he says.
He would be very offended to hear you say that. He doesn't do that tongue thing.
Yeah, I know, and he reached my ankles.
Also, I should mention, I do technically have wings. They're just abnormally small. This is the reason why I wear a poncho, because I'm so
Oh.
insecure about it.
What the heck happened there? So
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that picture.
our next
If
segment.
really, if you okay,
Mm.
go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna get technical about my character.
no, okay. Well, we'll get into you later. So, our next session is Dragon Droakir Dud. It's gonna be a little different than last time. What we're gonna do is I'm present some images, and there's a scale, and we're gonna rank from the bottom to the top of least dragon to most dragon out of the group of images. So, let me go ahead and go to the next slide. So that's what the scale is gonna be. I have to wait because there's like 6-second delay after me clicking. So as you see, we have our dragon scale. We have dragon at the top, drake in the middle, and then dud all the way at the bottom. Our first group is, you guys saw them on the preview slide, 4 dragon Neopets. And if they'll load. So we have on the far left is a Drakey, we have a Shoryu, we have a Scorchio, and then we have a Skeeth. I will admit I'm a bit biased towards the Scorchio being a dragon because that is what I originally based the logo off of for the show. I'm like, do something with a similar. They're dragon-ish, not full dragon. Like I said, we had the size. I believe they're only about 3 feet, as most Neopets are small. So you guys are going to work together and decide which of these are at the bottom and which is at the top.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
And some of them have different skins. That doesn't matter too much. Neopets, you can paintbrush them all variety.
The bottom right one looking like the Grinch has me smile.
True, yeah. There
That's
was
the best one right there.
there was someone saying that they're less dragon to them and see more like a gargoyle, which I can see.
That's true.
I will
Yeah.
say,
Like I kind of see it there too.
I think that probably the least dragon one for me is probably the Shiryu, because
You talking about the plushy one?
yeah,
I would have to agree with that, honestly.
I also do have to agree with that one as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
so we're okay putting
Same.
the Shiryu as the bottom. So that's a
Yeah.
dud. So our next one is what would go above that. So we have the Drakey, which is kind of like a mix of Western and Eastern dragon. And then the Skeethy and then Scorchio. What would go next?
What's the yellow one over there?
Drakey, like Draik.
Oh, I meant.
Hmm.
Oh, is that the name of the yellow creature over there?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know what the name.
Wow.
I don't know
that's
the
so on
names of any
nose.
of these dragons because I never played Neopets.
That's okay. I had to look them
Yeah,
up.
It's been years. It's been years since I played it.
You can just say the
and
colors. So we
like-
already know the plushy ones at the bottom. So we have the yellow, the green, and the blue.
Mhm. I would say Drakey would be a dragon, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I mean,
see
his
why
name is
not.
Drake. You might as well put him in Drake, right?
Put
I
him
mean,
next.
I mean,
So
Hmm.
Again,
we're having to build the sandwich. Who goes at the top? We have the
Okay.
I can
bottom.
go for a sandwich right now, actually.
Okay,
You're
then
making me hungry.
then Scathy. If that's the green one, then I would put that as a Drake. Then
Okay, so we're saying that one. Does anyone have disagree with that one going next?
Nope. Green one
No.
definitely would go with the Drake.
Okay, so then we have Shoryu, and then we have Skeethy, and then it's just a matter of who's the last one in the middle and who goes on top. Do we have the
I
Drakey
will
or the Scorchio?
Scorcho next, and then Drakey's gonna be at the top.
Really? I'm surprised by that. What
Mhm.
what makes you put the Drakey over the Scorchio? What about them?
So this goes back to something I tried to explain earlier. It's about the design of the dragon that really speaks to what a dragon is,
Mhm.
really, to be classified. Because, like, again, like the wings aren't integral to dragon design. It can be like identifying marker of a dragon, but but also like the snout shape. Is there horns? Is there frills? What kind of things are on the design of the dragon itself makes it a dragon, right? And usually I like, especially with snout shapes, especially, I really like to look at that because that really makes or breaks it for me for dragons. Because sometimes
Okay.
you have some dragons that have like, you know, like more of like a pig shaped nose, or they have a little bit more of like a more less mammalian shaped than reptilian shape.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And then the Shreyu and Skeethy both very much do not have snouts compared to the other two.
Yeah. Yeah. And as much as I like Scorcher, because I do remember Neopets usually pushing that back in the day when Neopets was still brand new, and it was like one of their more like among like the mascot characters with some of the other Neopets.
I was gonna say he's the only one I really recognize because he was often the one included in the logo.
Yeah.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So it'd be Scorcho above what is it, the green one?
Yeah.
And then the Drakey who's gonna be at the top for me.
Okay. Does everyone else agree or have discerning opinion? I'm obviously gonna put Scorchio at the top because I'm biased about them. I love Scorchios. I had them, a bunch of them in Neopets. But
Yeah, my initial
works for
thought
me.
is definitely having the Drakey like at the very top of
Okay.
the spectrum. So yeah.
I'm very much willing to yield that. So on our scale of dragon to dud, we have our Shreyu, the blue plushy one at the bottom. We have the Skeethy in the Christmas outfit above that. Then we have the Scorchio, and then finally we have the Drakey at the top. So yeah, I think we kind of concluded the dragon characters of Neopets, because I looked and there's apparently only these 4, which I was a little bit surprised
okay.
about. I expected more.
Yes. Needs to be more.
Also,
Only
this-
4. Huh.
Yeah.
Also, like this reminds me that I have not fed my Neopets in 10 years.
They're dead.
So they're
Doggy, no.
They're dead. They are entirely dead.
Surprising they're still alive.
Gelum,
What?
And I thought, having come back to my Animal Crossing island and
It's like that
4
your poor
years
Tamagotchi
back.
pet is dead.
Yeah, your 10 dogs are dead.
No.
All right.
And there's me with the time travel trick in Animal Crossing. It's always 2022 for them.
Oh my god.
All right. And next we have the characters of Dragon Tales. Now, I know that it's going to be like, they're probably all going to be very much similar to dragons. The ones I want to point out are like Cassie, obviously she's smaller, but she's just younger. Zach and Wheezy do more heads mean more dragon or less dragon. And then obviously we have Ord. We talked about them already. And then the last one's a bit interesting because the last one is Quetzal. And their name is technically goes off of Quetzalcoatl, which is a winged serpent in Mesoamerican mythology. I forget which culture exactly, whether it was Mayan, Incan, Aztec. Okay, yeah, Aztec. But yeah, so I don't know if anyone has any starting opinions.
I would say Or definitely needs to go at the top just
Okay.
because I see people.
Bias.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
we know that makes that comparison.
Look, in defense of Sam,
bit.
if you are a blue
Yeah,
dragon,
yes,
you'll
that's
get called
the thing.
Ord eventually. It's happened to me. It's happened to him. Yeah. We've both been Ord.
I'll
It's
ask them about
Well,
like
that's because
Dandelion
you guys
Forest.
are round. That's because you guys are round. Let's be honest.
Yes.
yeah, round.
I mean, I'm both blue and round, so of course people are gonna keep constantly comparing. me
Yeah,
to him.
yeah, it happens.
That's your model entirety.
Also-
mate.
Also, they have great
Yes.
wings, so that also helps.
Yes.
I would personally say Quetzal should go at the top, at the most top, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, he's got, again, for me, it's always going to be the design wise of the dragon, honestly. And Quetzal has all of it, actually. He's got horns, he's got the spikes, he's got the wings, he's got the overall the body shape of the dragon, right? Most of the other ones are either missing parts of that or they have like bits and pieces of that. Like Or doesn't have horns.
Huh.
And
I just realized Cassie's spikes are 2 different colors, and that was bugging me.
See?
Oh, now it's gonna bug me too. Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
See? It's like it's like find
Once
the
you see
difference
it, you can't
pictures.
unsee it.
See, find the
Huh.
difference pictures.
And see, now I'm looking at Zack and Wheezy, and like, they have spikes, but they have hair on the neck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's definitely lowering them down for me. You know, if I want to go this way, I would say probably Ord, Quetzal, and then Cassie, and then Zack and Wheezy at the bottom. Just their design is, admittedly, they're
Yeah.
a little all over the place.
Like Zack and Wheezy always felt like to me like more cartoonish than anything. Like yeah, they're all dragons obviously, but
Yeah.
Zack and Wheezy is definitely more cartoonish out of all
They
of them.
definitely took. They definitely kind of got the most creative with their designs compared to the
Yeah.
other three.
And they're fun to have at
Mm.
parties. Love it. Still remember them.
All right.
Yeah, I feel sad for them because they never got a sense of privacy growing up.
Yeah, that would
Imagine that.
suck.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Yeah, that
My
the worst part
ranking
of
would
being a
be
two-headed being.
Quetzal, Ord,
Yeah.
then Cassie, then Zack and Wheezy at the bottom.
Okay.
So that's my ranking.
So that's D's.
That works for me.
Any other differences, or that's pretty much the same? I only switch Ord and Quetzal around just because the origins of like the Quetzalcoatl, that is what I'm going from off the mythology side. But other than that, I pretty much agree. All right. Yeah, so it looks like our verdict is Quetzal at the top, followed by Ord, then Cassie, and then unfortunately Zack and Wheezy are at the bottom. Even though I love them because they're twins and I'm a twin myself, but still.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
Are
now,
you saying there's more than one Gelums?
no, it's not. Well, technically, there's a bunch of Gelums in the multiverse, or the Echoverse, as I call it. But I do canonically have a twin. I have designed a dragon, Sona, for her, and she's okay with it. And her name's
Enter the Gelum
Viola.
and
Aw.
Hmm.
All right, and
I
now
watched that.
it's time for
Yo,
the union allotted segment of the Kobolds being in charge, and it's the Wheel of Kobold
Oh, no,
Chaos.
Elmo, no.
Yes, according to the Kobold Union Agreement, we are allowed an allotment of time
So
in
let's.
which we shall be in charge. Yes, we shall be in charge.
It's spinning. Oh, that is such a crunchy
It's
quality.
spinning.
There you go.
Wheel of
There
Cobalt,
we
turn,
go.
turn, turn.
What
Design.
gameplay? What
Design
shall we-
a dragon. So, let me pull up the rules for this one on my other monitor. So, how this portion is going to work is, together the panelists are going to start describing parts of a dragon. So we're gonna go around taking turns. Each of the kobolds have full veto power, so any of them can veto whether or not you're a part of a dragon is necessary to be part of a dragon. And then all three kobolds say veto your suggestion, you're immediately out of the game. Last panel standing wins. So we're gonna start with, let's go with Jargy's gonna start. So name a part of the dragon, and then the kobolds will either veto or approve.
Okay. Let's start with the. I'll go with something easy and very obvious. A tail.
Okay.
Approve.
Approved. Yeah, absolutely.
Sam?
Well, I might as well be the one to say it. A belly.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say veto.
One strike against Sam.
Yeah.
I appreciate drivers.
I'm gonna.
Oh, are you gonna
I'm
veto
gonna,
as well?
I'm gonna veto as well.
Oh,
yeah.
that's two.
Yeah.
I will approve though.
Of course. Based.
Chunky kobold agrees. I see.
Yes.
I wonder.
Bless you.
DDZ. What about you?
Frills.
Frills.
Beautiful frills. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, frills on a dragon.
I don't know about that one.
Hmm.
Goal's gonna approve.
Well, as an aquatic kobold, approve.
Yes. You dragons need frills.
No.
No, I'm gonna say no.
Oh, so you're both videoing that one too?
yes.
yeah.
we're both
All right,
serious.
that's two against DGC. This is gonna be a quick game. All right,
Wow.
my kobolds are vicious today.
Sorry.
All right, time to flex. All right, a large, loopable snow, perfect for sniffing any kind of magical potion, pollen dander, you name it, emitting fire and smoke, and powerful gusts of wind if you're able to.
Complete shock.
Ah,
So boopable snoot.
Yeah, big nose, a honking snozzer.
Honking.
Approve.
doesn't have to be too big, but big enough that's distinguishable.
You know, big enough for
Yeah,
some
proof.
fire. Is that fire?
I'm
not
gonna
good?
have to- I'm gonna have to prove too. I think it's necessary for a dragon to have a snoot so they can smell everything,
There we go.
especially
There's the
that
fire.
nice gold.
Ah, there you go. That was an easy one.
Oh, one of my fires isn't
Am I
working.
that
Interesting.
predictable? Am I
Yes.
that predictable?
So, no vetoes there. We go
So
back around to
predictable.
Jargy.
What about Gelum?
Okay.
Don't you have to
Yeah.
put it in a session?
Yeah.
What
I'm.
about you?
We're gonna skip me because we're getting a little slow on time and just for sake of
No.
gameplay.
No, kobold rules.
Okay,
to put
okay,
24.
fine. I'll do it.
I'll-
Dragons have to have some form of flight.
Veto.
I'm
Veto.
gonna veto that.
There we go. All right, cool. I'm out of the game. Perfect. Thanks, guys. All right.
Wow.
wow.
I love it.
Hey, Jorgy, your go.
Okay. Let's see. A spine, whether it's spikes, feathers, hair, even like it has to have like some sort of.
I mean, like a spine trail or like something on the back.
Correct.
Okay. Any vetoes?
I
Approved?
approve.
I'm gonna have to approve that one.
Okay. Sam,
I'm on a roll today.
you got 2 strikes. Be careful. As you can see, the kobolds have been quite vicious today.
Claws.
Approve.
Approve. Absolutely.
Easy.
Oh, God, you guys already horns.
Approve.
Approve.
Okay.
Approve.
Ari,
Hey.
what you got?
Small ears, like right next to where the horns would be, like on top of the head, like around here, like just little flappy little ears.
They're considering.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say approved.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no. I don't think the
Veto.
dragons need to have ears.
I'm gonna veto
Veto.
that one as well.
Oh, wow. The only one without 2
Yeah.
vetoes is Jargy. And I'm already out. So we go back around to Jargy.
Okay. I feel like this is gonna be the one that's gonna finally get to me. Let's see. A neck in terms of like a long-ish neck, kind of like able to squish the head around.
Like a longer neck.
Yeah, like not too long, but long enough to I guess see some distance between the head and the shoulders. You know what I mean?
I'll
Kind of like
approve
a
that one.
hydra. Yeah, I can think I could prove it too.
Yeah.
Okay, Jargy passes
Again.
again.
Approve.
Sam,
Oh my god.
Jargy, flawless record.
Teeth.
Approve.
Oh, approved.
Yeah, big old chompers. Necessary.
Oh,
DDZ. Pressure's on.
Hmm. Oh man, what else? Thinking.
on.
I'm
Clothing?
thinking. Shoot. Um, come on, think.
It makes me feel better. I'm still thinking mine, and I have no clue.
Oh,
All right.
diabolical, actually. Toe claws. Toe claws. That's all I can think of.
Toe claws?
Yeah,
Toe paws or toe claws?
toe claws.
Hmm.
I'll
It
prove
kind of
that.
goes along with claws from before, but
Yeah. Okay.
claws in general.
I
Talons.
guess we can prove that. Yeah, well, we can prove that.
On a technicality.
Yeah. Well, but the other one gets us the next time. Ari, what you got?
I mean, hands with claws. Doesn't matter the size. I can't think of a specific size.
Yeah, I mean, we're already got a dragon part.
Hand, veto.
Oh, vetoed. Yeah, because you got wyverns that don't have hands. So that's your third one.
Oh.
Ari's out.
And technically, if they're quadruped, they don't need hands.
True as well.
Yeah, they're not necessarily hands, so
So
I
we're
think I'm
probably
gonna have to veto as well.
all right. Well, I'm gonna say this is gonna be the final round, just because I want to get to our last segment, and we're running a little over. So, Jargy, give one more
Okay.
opinion. Don't veto yourself out on this one, because you're
Okay,
winning.
I'm keeping my expectations really low because I think this isn't gonna be the one that's gonna break my streak.
Right.
The ability to breathe any element, like obviously there's fire, but you know, there's also water, earth, air.
So you're saying a breath weapon?
Powers combined.
Hmm.
So
You're
you're
saying
saying a
the
breath
ability to breathe
weapon?
any element or
Well,
an element?
Just some sort of
an-
breath
an
weapon.
element.
Yeah, element
Okay.
or
Breath weapon
yeah.
or similar.
Mhm.
Is that a requirement for a dragon?
Well, I don't think it is. I don't think dragons need a.
That's your opinion. I personally think so, but it's up
I
to the
will
kobolds to
approve.
decide.
All right,
I will approve.
I'm gonna approve.
What about you, Ray? You want to give her Jargy here one and only their one and only strike?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I give
Jargy,
it
it's
one
a strike. Yes. No.
finally got a strike.
All right, Sam. What's your final
I'm free.
opinion?
Well, I'm pretty sure this one's gonna knock me out of the game, but mono rump.
A what?
A what?
Mono room.
So
I had a feeling that'd be
basically,
your. I'll let Jarky
Yeah.
explain it.
so basically, the behind has no, buttocks features.
So like
Just
pear dragon.
one
No-
singular.
no- yeah, like your typical pear dragon, no butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Veto.
Since we're speaking about
yeah,
general
veto.
dragons, I'm gonna have to veto that as well.
Yep.
Yeah, veto.
Sam's out. DDZ, will you survive?
It's okay.
Let me think. What do they call it? This is very integral
Dragon
to my
Ball?
thinking. Give me a second. I'm thinking. This is very integral to my thinking. I'm thinking on 4 different planes of level, and you don't understand.
Think. can do it,
Let me
Toony,
think. Belly plating. Secondary belly plating, or like
Scoots.
Approve.
that's the word. Yes. Thank you. That was the
Scoots
word.
is just like, you know,
because I wanted to say
basically
bandit
like
scales.
this.
Yeah,
I wanted
that
to
was
say
deep.
bandit scales. Technical wording, I wanted to say bandit scales like so badly. I was like, I know there's another
That's the
word for
thing that our good friend Ellie taught us. That's what they're called.
Scoots.
Yes.
But yes.
Yes.
Cutie patootie.
Thanks for that, by the way.
Do
Thanks,
all the
Ellie.
kobolds agree, or do we have a veto kicking Deets out?
I
I'm
approve.
gonna have to. I'm
I
gonna
like
have to
Scoots.
approve.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to
I approve.
approve.
So the only ones that survived is Jargy with 1 strike and DDZ with 2 strikes. But that's the Kobold Chaos. We're going to our final segment. which is the big Derg debate. And this week is a little interesting because we're going to be debating not DTZ
Hey, I know that
here,
guy.
but the actual
Oh.
character, because they call him Ditz in the show, so that's a distinct character. That's not DTZ.
Interesting character. Can you give me the deets on this particular
gonna-
fellow?
Now,
But
I'm gonna
yes.
boop your snoot.
DTZ, since you're
Hmm.
kind of integral to this debate, I'll let you decide what side your couch is going to be on. Are you going to be for it being a dragon or against?
Obviously, I'm gonna be for a dragon.
All right. So that
okay.
means this couch is going to be Samson and Droakir are going to argue that Ditz is not a dragon. So I'll give you guys some time
Ooh.
to think. Now, once again, we're arguing about the character from the show, not our friend here, even though they are very similar. It's a loophole, and I'm definitely exploiting it.
Yeah, I
You're an
noticed.
alien. You're an alien. You're not a dragon.
So,
Hey,
well,
listen. Okay, but no. Go ahead, debate it. I've been
Well,
waiting for this
yeah,
moment.
so you guys think about it for a second. I'll give some facts from because I did watch the episode. There's some different forms. The base form, they don't have arms. They are like very squishy. You can pull them out. They turn into like ink splatters, a spring, and then there's the dragon form that we're very familiar with. I think he also turns into a chair. They're an alien, and
But see, here's the thing too. I was gonna bring this up earlier when you were talking about fly. Technically, since you've watched the episode, he can levitate on his own accord if he wants to. So technically, through that technicality, he could levitate in his dragon form.
all right.
He can fly. He can technically fly.
Okay, but it's not up to me, you guys. So we'll go ahead and do we'll do an open from you guys first, and then we'll hear from DGZ and Ari. So you guys have like an opening argument of why they're not a dragon. Just some key points.
This goes against everything I've said so far. It's like, yeah, I mean, I guess some things that could disqualify him from being a dragon is just simply the fact that he's not naturally a dragon. He just shapeshifts into one for a single scene, and then it's just and then of course just the fact that said dragon is not really seen doing any dragon.
Try to sway my opinion.
Yeah.
At Tail's face, but it's like if all those factors weren't in play and like Dietz' dragon form was presented on his own,
Yeah.
I would still say Dietz is a dragon.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Do you need an emotional support, Kobold?
Yes, I do. Actually, come here, please.
Yes.
Come here. Oh,
There,
thank
buddy.
you. Oh.
Well, you.
I'm on this side of the couch.
Okay. Do you have any more arguments as to why they're a dragon, Ari and DGZ?
I mean,
You
he's
wanna
really
say
good at
something?
Fortnite. He's really good.
This character doesn't know Fortnite. They do. They don't. We're talking about the character.
The
The character.
Dietz.
We're talking about this,
Okay.
He's a
not that.
shape-shifting alien, but his dragon gets a lot of screen time. Yeah.
No, the most screen time is him as Dale. That's the most screen time he is.
Oh, yeah. It has been a while since I've seen.
I
the
just
episode,
watched this
unfortunately.
just so I could brush up. But he
think
spent
he's a lot
90% of the
funnier.
episode
One
as
scene.
Dale. Like Dale grabs him, he turns into the dragon, he grabs Dale, roars, and then no more dragon. So we're going off of how long they're a dragon, not very long.
Yeah, in that case, yeah, he's not a dragon then. He's
You're
an
supposed to be
alien.
arguing for the dragon.
Wow.
Our side. Come on.
You know,
You're trying to buy me over here.
All right.
tomato.
There,
Tomato.
there.
Druggy Sam, do you have? I knew this. I knew picking this character would cause chaos, and this is what I wanted.
Guilty as
Like, I guess
charged.
I guess this is the four dragon side now.
No, over to Huffle and Fluffy. All right.
Go ahead, Jargy.
Okay.
What do you gotta say?
Well, since I'm on this side, you could probably guess what side I'm on. But let me just say, like, just thinking about the whole preconceived fact that there's a metamorphosis that goes along with him becoming Dit. So simply going off with that fact, like, yeah, it's fair to say that probably not really a dragon if their primary form is whatever that thing is on the left.
It looks like a gecko. Like
Yeah.
a gecko or a lizard or iguana.
All
I'm
right.
thinking iguana.
I will open the floor to anyone for
Mm.
any final points before I cast the final verdict.
I'm good.
Do the
Okay.
kobolds get a vote?
The kobolds
let
can
the kobolds
say,
something.
yeah, the
Yeah,
kobolds
the
can
doing
kobolds
it
have FPP.
No, the final,
Dragon.
the final judgment
Aw.
goes to me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, there's 3 of us, so we
No,
count
you're
collectively as 1 vote.
Yeah,
So,
that's how it
yeah.
goes.
Yes,
I would say
you're
dragon.
missing your trench coat though.
We should just go to the side.
It's the Drag
Should we just
Rangers.
go to the side that we're supposed to go
I
on?
know a guy that could hook you up some
Yeah,
cool
like-
trench coats.
Yeah, we're over
Just
here.
Just don't sneeze in
All
the
right.
trench coats, though.
So we heard a lot of
I'm trying not
things,
to.
and I'm going to agree that Ditz is not a dragon. So that means Sam and Jargy win.
You didn't let the kobolds speak.
Hold
They
on,
did.
hold on.
They said they-
that's 3-3.
Oh, it does not matter. It is a judge. The last one is me judging the arguments presented,
Wow.
and your own teammate went
Oh.
against you.
Wow.
So, in conclusion, you're still a dragon, DDZ. Just this character is not. But I appreciate you being a good sport, and I appreciate everyone for coming out. And we covered a lot of Toony dragons this week. We're gonna have another future Toon episode. But thank you to the audience, thank you to the panelists, thank you to the kobolds, and we hope you guys, if you guys want to join part of this, join the Discord, submit things there. And until next time, this has been Is It a Dragon? Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, bye-bye.